to Sunday. It is 2:31 p.m. in the afternoon, and it is November the 6th. And today, I would like to talk about a subject that I don't think I would normally talk about. Sometimes I like kind of going outside my comfort zone. I've done it before, and I hope that it is helpful to you. So, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this, for those of you who've had an opportunity to listen to my last experience where I went to a reality where a world was ending, I know it's not the happiest subject, but I think that it was a very interesting and a very significant episode for me anyway. I assisted someone who I believe I have had a previous connection with. I assisted this person as his world was coming to an end. And for those of you who have listened to it, I also wanted to give a message. And this actually happened yesterday in the morning. And I didn't make a specific video about it because parts of it, I just, to be completely honest with you, I don't think I could put it in a way that would be understandable to the community. So, but I will say this because, and the reason why I'm saying this, I don't mean to sound, like I'm trying to avoid talking about this. Certain places that I go to and certain experiences that I have go kind of beyond my understanding. To be honest, there are worlds out there, guys, that are so very different than ours that literally as I'm witnessing it and as I'm seeing it, the 3D me, not the more expansive part of me, not what people like to call the higher part. I don't really like to call it that. I like to call it the more expansive part. The more expansive part of me understands all of this, but me, the person that's speaking to you right now, the 3D me, actually, that person doesn't necessarily understand everything that he experiences. I don't understand everything, and sometimes I will experience these things and I'll open my eyes and I'll be like, oh my gosh, what just what just happened? And this was kind of an experience like that, sort of between a lucid dream and sort of an experience, sort of a middle space from that in a way. But what's important about this, as you know, I was speaking to this young Asian boy, though for those of you who will listen to that last experience I had, and he knew the world was coming to an end, and I was just with him, and we shared a very deep connection. And I said it was such a pleasure seeing you and all those things as the world was going dark, and I hope I'll see you again in some form. And with this experience yesterday, as I was opening my eyes, and this was after, like I said, having an experience that is very difficult to explain, but it did involve, I do remember this, a young man who was Asian, which kind of tells me that this could be the boy that I was dealing with. And I remember a voice saying something along the lines of, behave and be nice. But he said it in a way that was very playful. And then he said, yeah, you, as in me. And then I opened my eyes and I understood, I think on a deeper level, that it was him and that he was basically telling me that he was okay. And I wanted to make sure that for those of you who listened to that experience, some of you were concerned, and I wanted to tell you that he's okay. He's in a reality that I don't know that I understand completely, but my friend is okay. The experience kind of brings me to what I wanted to talk about today in this Sunday episode. My mind has been on my friend, the young man that I met, since I made that connection, and it made me start thinking about other connections I've had. There have been other experiences where I've been traveling with people that I'm familiar with, or I'm sorry, not familiar with in this reality. And during the experience, so let's say I go to a different reality and I'm with these people. When I'm with them, it seems that I've known them forever, like they're the best friends I've ever had. But when I return, it's like I have no idea who these people are. And so, and it is, by the way, can feel very frustrating to me at times to feel that way, to feel that, you know these people, and then it's like, well, I don't know how I could have thought that I knew these people. Last night I was thinking about them, though, and thinking about those that I've traveled with, because as you know, if you've been a part of this channel, you know that I'm a traveler, among other things. That is the other thing that I am discovering, is that I'm more than a traveler, but that is kind of my main thing. I love traveling. And I was thinking that I miss my companions and wondering why I can't fully remember them. I mean, is it wrong to miss friends that have been there since the beginning of time? Or perhaps for those of you out there who have had contact with your soulmate at one point, to miss a true love that you've always known and with whom you have a connection with that goes beyond your understanding. Why can't we fully remember these people and remember our past lives? Things like that. No, there is, of course, past life regression, and people are able to get glimpses of this. But fully remembering our lives before we came into this body, I know it fascinates a lot of people. But, it's interesting. After this experience, and after having myself absorbed, feeling absorbed with thoughts of this person that I had contact with this person that I had this very, very deep connection with, it was kind of occupying my mind. And I was thinking to myself, wow, if I was able to remember all of the connections that I've had and think about all of these things all the time, how would I be able to do the thing that I was supposed to do in the first place when I came here? The thing that is my purpose in this world. And I really want you to think about this for a second. I mean, for me, my part of my purpose, not my whole entire purpose, but part of my purpose for being here, or for being on the planet, is sharing my experiences with you, and helping you as much as I possibly can. That's part of why I'm here. And I want you to think about what your purpose is on this planet. And I want you to think about how the memories that you might be able to retain from past lives, how, if you were able to do that, how that might distract you from doing the things that you came here to do in the first place. By the way, excuse my phone. My phone went off. So sorry about that. But so I really want you to think about it, and it's not it, it's not easy, and I know this world is a very challenging world. I know I don't get into the specifics of whatever problems I happen to have, but I know there are issues in this world. We people have problems, and it's a tough place to be in. It's a tough place to exist in. But I want you to know that I believe that we have come here for a purpose, that we have come here to do certain things. We've made certain plans and, connected with certain people for different reasons. So I want you to keep that in mind as to be a major reason why we don't remember all the things that happened before. It would be a major distraction to doing what we came here to do. So that's kind of what I wanted to say this Sunday. But I also wanted to lastly get into something that has been on my mind, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to talk about this or not, but it's been a bit disturbing to me. I have been on the subreddit and just checking things out, and I don't like getting specific on things that are bugging me on the subreddit. I just want to say this. There is a reason why I talk a lot on this channel about self-empowerment, about telling you that the power to shift and the power to astral project is inside of you, and that no one else holds that secret. No one else has the ability to be able to get you out there. Now, I know that there are a lot of younger people that listen to this. And I really want to give you this message, because I think what I see that disturbs me is that there are a lot of people that want to kind of, you know, find someone to follow that's going to be what in their mind is this beacon of light, or this thing that they can follow, this person that they can follow that has all the answers, that can, help them to shift, or, help them to astral project. And it's not just that, they have the secret. They have the formula to be able to get you out of your body, or to get you into another reality. And what I am trying to tell you, and I'm saying this with a lot of emotion, because this is something that I think about a lot. I think in the 21st century, for whatever reason, this has become a bigger issue. Let's just say that. I see that people are trying to find answers to questions that are already inside of them. And maybe you don't see it now in your present state. Maybe you're going through some craziness or something. Who knows? Everybody's going through their things in life. Everybody's dealing with their problems. But what I want to tell you, as someone who has been on the planet for more than 50 years, over time, you begin to discover things over time. It's taken me a lot of time. This was not something that happened to me overnight, by the way, guys. The whole shifting thing and all that. I've been astral projecting since the time I was 9 years old. That's when it first started, and now I'm in my 50s. And I've gotten to this point over time. Anything worth achieving in this life takes time, and it takes work. The satisfaction in working at something and achieving it is so unbelievably satisfying. For those of you who are younger listening to me that want this right now, you just have to trust me on this one. Because each thing that I have achieved where I've worked for it is so much more satisfying than if it's just given to me. So I want you to think about this when you're thinking about shifting in astral projection. Think of it as a journey. And what you may find is that when you reach your goal, that you'll go back to thinking about the journey and how satisfying it was to get there along the way. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. This was a bit different than my normal Sunday episode. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. And until next time, take care.